Welcome back, all. I'm gonna do a short video today. I don't know what it is. The last couple days, I have struggled to make a video. I would start, I'd get in the middle of it, and I would just get angry or not like something in the video and then stop making it. Or I don't have the ambition to make it. And I don't know why I'm sitting down here now, because I just finished mowing the lawn and freaking beat and completely unmotivated. But I feel like I had to do this. Oh, by the way, budget FPV, buddy. Here's your package. I got to get it out to you. Where is it? Where did I throw it? I got a super incredible care package the other day. Ah, there it is. I don't want to show you yet. Something new for me, something different, and very, very impressed. I got a couple setting changes and stuff I got to do. So if you're new to the channel, welcome, number one. And this is a rebuilt version of my first Cinewhoop. It used to be the iFlight Mega Bee, which is inside that box. That's going over the budget. And I rebuilt it before, did some custom stuff to it, new internals, and I kind of wanted to swap the frame because I wanted to do something different with it. And I found this frame, and it was like I couldn't say no because of the colors. And again, it doesn't really show how green it is, I guess, through the camera the way it does through the eyes, and especially with lit up with the LEDs. But my brother Hillbilly FPV, part of our NEFPV family, has been messing around with lithium-ion batteries, which are basically, I think, 18650s, if I am correct. I could be wrong. Somebody correct me. I'm sure somebody will. But how long of a flight time you can get? Usually it's designed for cruising, you know, lighter quads, long range, 7-inch. And he asked if I was interested, and I'm like, I want to try something new. I want longer flight times. This thing, like clockwork, between 5 and 6 minutes, depending on if it's windy, if we got a fight, in the punch. But it was super consistent. Brand new battery, old battery, super consistent, and it was basically on that path. I didn't get enough. I haven't flown it enough. You know, maybe 3 packs I've gotten this in this, and then I added his recommendation. He built this 4S 2000 milliamp, I believe. It's either 2000 or 2500. I think it's 2000. It's just a tiny bit heavier than the traditional China Line Hobby 1500s that I'm running. But he wired this, and it looks just like a standard battery without all the fancy crap on it. And I took it outside yesterday, and I started flying. And I flew, and I flew some more. I came down because all the alarms that were in this were yelling at me and telling me that I need to land. So I wanted to land and check and make sure everything was okay. And I forget what I came down at, like 3.6-ish. And I was right around, and the battery wasn't fully charged. It was 4.14 a cell, or yeah, that's about right. So it wasn't fully charged, but I came in somewhere between that 5 and 6 minute mark. I didn't write it down, and my dumb ass forgets everything. But it was at 3.65, and Hillbilly said that these batteries can be run down to 3 volt. So I went back up. I made sure the motors weren't hot or anything like that, and then I popped back up and went back into the woods and started flying some more. And I brought it all the way down to 3.0 a cell, and the thing was screaming at me basically the entire time because the way I had set the battery warnings, it was just flashing land now for quite a while. But I pretty much got a 10-minute flight out of it, and that wasn't even a fully charged battery. I tested it by just kind of cruising up and down the road. It was constant movement other than that 2-second stop. And then I was going up through the trees and down, so there's elevation change, and I was trying to stay consistent with the throttle. And I think I got some footage on here. I think I recorded it just in case. But I was super impressed. That was my finger. I was super impressed. That's the longest flight I have done in quite some time. Way back in the beginning, I had a Blade Inductrix 200, which was basically AKA the big whoop. I swapped frame. I upgraded power wire, batteries, and I was getting over 10 minutes with that thing, and that was way back. And that was before I really knew anything other than customizing, because if I was smart, I would have swapped those proprietary crappy motors on it, and I would have really had a beast. But I was in a pinch, and I had multiple quads and started building, so I kind of pushed it off and sold it to a friend. But that would have been cool to have again, those proprietary batteries, and that thing sucked. But anyway, this is going to open up another avenue in a sense where, depending on what you're doing with your flights, if you just want to go out and fly for fun, or you have something in mind, you can kind of get everything in one pack. I like to, depending on if I have a video kind of set in mind, I have come up with a neat scheme. This is my personal little secret kind of thing. It's not really a secret, but I fly certain lines and certain things I want 100% in the video in the first pack. And then the second pack, I just leave it to wherever my heart decides it wants to fly within that location. And then I will use that as chop parts, because you know me, I prefer to do a cinematic edit. I prefer to edit to the song and give you guys an experience. That's the explicit experience for you. And I found that being able to have one, dictated flight towards certain things and one kind of just at the whim of it ends up working really, really well. So then sometimes you can even expand two spots that are close together. There's some spots where I fly where I really want the land spot, and then let's say there's a stream running through it. I will focus one pack on just the stream so I can kind of blend them together. Same kind of theory, but I'm pooped. Man, I'm very, very pleased with this setup so far. Yesterday was nice because it was zero breeze and it was super, super dialed in. And that's the kind of neat, shocking thing for me, is going from the tune that it had on it, that still has on it, duck, versus this, that it's responding in the same manner and handling itself in the same way. I wish I weighed the other quad the way it was to see how much of a difference, if any. I really wasn't running this camera on that setup, which takes a lot of the weight out of it, because the full-size GoPro I know is, what do I have, a Hero 7, weighs a lot more than this thing. But there's a little bit more weight, I think, in this setup versus just the independent duck. So it's kind of a trade, I think. But yeah, so I'm going to get some more packs in with this thing, and hopefully this weekend the weather will hold out so I can get some more footage for you. I did want to talk about the edit that I just did at the range. That was fun. That was with the Sin 8 I call Sinister, and I used that theory I was just talking about, where the first pack I flew on spots that I had to hit. So I was disciplined. I stuck to those spots, got what I wanted out of it, because I had the song in my head. I wanted to fly to that song, and I thought it kind of really went well with what I was doing, the area, and like kind of the lyrics of the song I thought was really cool. And then I took the second pack and just kind of cruised around the whole range and was having fun. And I got 10 minutes of footage between those two packs, and the song was 350, 330, somewhere in there. So there's a lot that wasn't put in there. And for me, that is such a killer. Like, there's some cool shots that I left out, and it's tough to decide which shots you want to keep in sometimes and which ones you eliminate, blah, blah, blah. But it's part of the fun, I guess. Holiday weekend coming up this weekend. That should be cool. The weather's supposed to be decent. I know there's some on and off thunderstorms coming, so I'd like to get down into the woods, hopefully this weekend at some point, to check out the woods. If you've been following the channel for a while, right at the bottom of into the river valley there, that front section where the power lines are, last hike I did, I showed you guys in that video, Adventure Time 2, I think it was, that whole section of the river is being oxbowed and is going to basically die. There's not going to be any water unless it floods there, and I would love to fly that. Get in a good spot. I want to stand in the river, not that there's a river there, if there's any water left now, and kind of fly the whole thing, fly by myself, that kind of whole, I think that would be fun. There's a song I'd like to use, but I can't. There's a song by Don Henley, it's called Goodbye to a River. Kind of sad, really, really instrumental song that I really like. I like Don Henley, but I can't use the song because it would be good to that Goodbye to the River as it's oxbowing itself, Anyway, I think I did a video. I don't remember if I did. See, like I said, I tried to shoot a couple videos through the weekend and just was such a miserable prick that I stopped recording it. I wanted to show you guys that my clay birds we're making for trap with the glitter bomb type birds that I was using was a great success. I bought some glitter. I think I've showed you guys before the process where I fill the tops of the heads with glitter, and when they get shot they give you a little bit more response, and it's a lot more fun. Everyone has a blast, and I spray paint them all kinds of different colors. I make them look like zombies. Sometimes I just spray an X into them, not because it's me, just to create that black orange kind of flutter look. I spent 3 hours the other day between glitter, glue, and paint outside. Yeah, it was fun. So yeah, holiday weekend, hopefully to break out the grill for the first time, get some flying in, trying to get Gordon Scott to come down and visit us. Big shout out Gordon. And I'm gonna put in the description to Hillbilly's channel to go check him out. You want to talk about a guy that really pushes the boundaries when it comes to long range, smoothness. His flights are freaking epic. The guy is a talented pilot. He actually sent me with the SD card. Where did I put it? Did I have it over here? Yeah, it's right here. Controller's in the way. Some of the best footage that he shot I got on that card. So we're doing a little, I'm going to do like a New England FPV kind of tribute video introducing some of the pilots in New England FPV, and going to do a video with clips of all of us. So I got to get on their ass to start sending me some footage. Athix has an epic project, the Spaghetti Monster, that he's working on, and I want to work with him and getting some footage from that. But I want him, I won't even tell you what the quad is, but I want the camera to be in the back so you can see this thing flying, because it's a epic quad. Definitely super unique and different, which that's definitely New England FPV for you. So yeah, we got some cool stuff going on. What the hell time is it? 5:30. I should probably go start dinner. So that's my ramble for today. I got through it. I'm happy. I apologize for the crabbiness. Sometimes I get in a rut, just irritated, and I just no motivation. I got a lot going on. Been spending a lot of time at the range, trying to get the picnic organized, family stuff. It's just, sometimes it beats me down. Good news is I haven't had any headaches in a couple days, so that's good. Yeah, so stay cool out there if you guys have got warm weather, and we'll see you on the next one. I'm debating if I want to drop another edit on Friday. I've got some sick edits I've been holding on to, and trying to force myself to just do one a week, to just try to keep my backlog a little bit, just in case there's a drought or weekends I can't fly, that I still have footage. I started that last winter. At the beginning of winter, where I couldn't fly, I made sure that I started editing and had stuff so I could provide content all winter, and that was fantastic and worked well for me. And I want to kind of keep that. I just don't want edits. Like, I did a yard flight with this as its maiden using the camera, but I also just did a yard flight from last fall, so I didn't want to back-to-back them and bore you guys with the yard, because the yard's not the most exciting thing in the world compared to going out in the woods and other places, but I want to get that one to you. So I may drop that Friday just to show you the camera and how fun and smooth that thing is. So thanks for paying attention, hopefully, and getting all the way to the end of the video. We'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.